welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I would love to have you subscribe, like, comment, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So today's video is going to be a collab, yeah! I am collabing with my bestie, my soul sister, and my mentor, Notyourbasicsteph, and I'm so happy. Now, I am on a no-buy right now until June, and this palette that we're going to be using in our looks today, in our collab video, I broke my no-buy for. But in my defense, I was going to buy this palette before I went on my no-buy, and the palette went out of stock. So a few weeks ago, Steph got a hold of me, and she said, hey, that palette is back in stock if you want to get it. And I'm like, are you kidding? Yes, I'm going to get it. I don't care that I'm breaking my no-buy. I have no guilt, no remorse, no nothing. I love it. Okay, what palette is it? Well, I'm going to show you. It's the Raven's Castle palette from Makeup by Lisa. Now, this is a UK indie brand that Steph introduced me to. Steph has used several of her palettes on her channel, created some beautiful looks, and I was very intrigued and decided a while back to get my first Makeup by Lisa palette, and that is the You're Out of This World eyeshadow palette. I've used that on my channel shortly after I got started, and oh, that palette is gorgeous. And I do have several single eyeshadows from Makeup by Lisa as well that are life-changingly stunning. Okay, now look at the packaging. I love the castle, the moon, the printing. It's gorgeous. Now let's look at the inside. Cool toned, gorgeous, taupe, purple, taupey silvers, this kind of champagne shimmer, a white matte, light purple, pink, a black matte. I mean, hello. Now, if you look at this palette, you're going to tell that I have used this already because I tried to film with this last week and I got all done with my eye look. I went off camera to put the rest of my face on and I had a hot flash and I sweat for about an hour and a half. And by the time all was said and done, I looked like I had swam in a swimming pool and my eyeshadow was basically all over my face. So I was telling Steph about that the other morning. We video call each other every morning. And she said, you know what? Then let's do a collab with that baby. Now, Steph and I are going to be doing a series of collabs here coming up, and I'm so excited. So we thought we'd start off with this. Now, Steph has used this before on her channel. I will have that video linked in my description box. She created a beautiful look with this. And I'm telling you, I love this palette. Spoiler alert, I love this palette. Cool toned, gorgeous, and I cannot wait to actually create the look and not sweat and finish the video tonight. Now, Steph came up with the palette idea, so she asked me to come up with a topic for us to discuss while we do our eye look. And I was sitting there thinking about different things that we could talk about, and it dawned on me. I have had my channel for almost a year. On April 17th, it'll be 1 year since I started my channel. And Steph will have had her channel for 2 years on July 17th. And I thought, oh, that'd be really fun to kind of like incorporate that into a video. So I thought, what if we do Where Are We Now? And let's talk about our YouTube journey thus far. So I came up with 10 questions, just kind of talking about, you know, when we started, in between, and then where we are now, just to kind of give you guys some information about how we feel about our channel and our journey thus far. So if you guys are interested to watch me create a look, hopefully I don't sweat myself into a puddle, with the Raven's Castle palette from Makeup by Lisa, and also listen to my answers to the questions to the Where Are We Now theme for my collab with Notyourbasicsteph, then please sit back, relax, and let's get started. All right, let's get started with this look using the Raven's Castle palette from Makeup by Lisa. My eyelids are primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01 that Steph sent me a while back, and I love it. And my brows are done. And this palette is gorgeous, and this brand is amazing. Lisa provides the best customer service out of any brand that I've ever dealt with since I started really getting into makeup about 4 years ago. She is just incredible. I adore her. And this is such a beautiful palette. And yes, this is my second go around with this baby, and I love it. I love it. So what I'm gonna do is start off with this shade here, this beautiful taupe matte called Raven. I'm gonna put that in my transition area. And then I have come up with 10 questions for us to answer, Steph and I, while we do our makeup look. And I have them written down on a little piece of paper over here. So I'm gonna kind of reference that because I don't know that I would remember all 10 questions. So the first question is, do you still feel the same about having your channel as you did when you started? And yes, I do. I mean, I think I feel it even more so now than I did when I started. I mean, I was so excited to get started on my channel and was just so thrilled to finally have the nerve and the guts and the push from Steph to do it. And I love it even more now. I mean, I think the longer I do this, the more I love it. It's just so much fun and so fulfilling. And it's just really kind of like filled a void in my life. You know, I just didn't really have like something just for me that I really could like devote a lot of time and energy to, you know, other than my kids and like my husband and stuff, you know, but like, I mean, like a hobby just for me. And this has really done that for me. And I just love it. It's so much fun. I look forward to filming. I even look forward to editing. I mean, I look forward to all of it. So yeah, I love it. I've loved it since I started, and I think I love it even more so now. And this is such a beautiful taupe mat. I love it. I was so thrilled with this mat when I did my first go around, and I was so bummed that it just kind of all sweated off my face. But yeah, it just goes down beautifully, it blends out really nicely, and it's just a lovely shade. I really enjoy using it. The second question is, if you could do anything differently when you started, what would it be? And that's kind of hard for me to answer, but I think what I would have done is gotten started sooner on my channel, although I think it was meant to be for me to meet Steph, because she was really the one that gave me the push and the like confidence that I needed to start my channel. You know, she was so wonderful to talk about this with, and just really helped me. You know, I just was so like kind of on the fence about starting. I really wanted to, but I was scared to death. And you know, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I mean, obviously. I'm almost 50 years old, and I thought, well, who's going to want to watch me? And like Steph said, you know, there's a lot of people that are almost 50 years old that have a YouTube channel. Like, that's ridiculous. Don't let your age stop you. And, you know, so what that you're not a professional makeup artist? Big deal. There's tons of creators on YouTube that are not professional makeup artists. Like, you know, what do you want to do on your channel? And I'm like, I just really, you know, I want to create makeup looks, but I also just really want to share my passion and love for makeup on my channel. And she said, well, then go for it. Like, if that's something that you really want to do and you're really passionate about it, do not let that negative voice in your head stop you. There's a lot of times when I'll just kind of sit and think about, you know, how long I've had my channel and like how much I love it. And I wish that I had had this in my life for longer. All right, now I'm going to grab another brush, and I'm going to go into this shade here. This is called Grot Bags or Groat Bags. And I had to ask Steph what that was. And it is a children's show in the UK, I believe she told me. And I have no knowledge of that show, but I did look it up online, and it looks amazing. All right, the third question is, how has your filming schedule changed since you started, or has it stayed the same? And it's basically stayed the same. I've never really had like a dedicated filming schedule. Love it. I've always wanted to, you know, I've always wanted to say like, I film or I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I just can't do that. I would love to. So far, I just haven't really been able to like form a dedicated filming schedule. Part of that is that, you know, I work full time and I have, you know, other obligations in my life. And a lot of times, like when I get home at night, I am exhausted, especially lately with all the crap that's been going on with my menopause stuff. And I just am like, okay, I want to film, but I'm so tired. I'm not going to film tonight. And I thought that I would like to get up early in the morning and film. And I have done that a couple of times, but really, that's just not really what I want to do either. Because I get up and I'm just like, you know, I try to at least do at least one video, if not two a week. And I've been pretty good at doing that. I think there's been a couple of times actually that I think I've done 3 videos in a week, which shocking. Because really, I only have it in me to basically film like twice a week. And then I don't film and edit on the same day. I will film and then I will edit the next day. And I wish I could do that differently. You know, I wish I could film and edit all at once. And I have an answer to another question that'll kind of explain why I don't do that. It drives me berserk. But yeah, I don't know that I'm ever going to have like a real dedicated video schedule, but fingers crossed, maybe someday I will. And this is such a beautiful black matte. I love it. It just blends out so nicely. You know, it's pigmented, but it's not like intimidatingly pigmented. You know what I mean? Like sometimes with black mattes, it's like, whoa, slow down there, Sparky. But this one is just perfection. The fourth question is, what surprised you the most about having a channel? And I would say all of the amazing subscribers that I have and all of the wonderful friends that I've created since I started my YouTube channel. And now I'm going to go into this shade. This is called Goths. It's this beautiful purple shimmer, and I'm going to put that down towards the latter half of my lid. And I'm going to spray this, of course. Yeah, I've just been blown away by all of the amazing relationships that I've formed since I started my channel. And look at that Purple fantasy. Yes, it is. I was not prepared for that. I was hoping that I would have, amazing subscribers. Of course, that's kind of your goal. You want to have great subscribers and like enjoy the moment and enjoy and enjoy like your interactions with them. But I wasn't prepared for how much I was going to enjoy that and just how absolutely awesome my subscribers are. They're amazing. And the conversations that we have in the comment section of my videos, sometimes, well, not sometimes, a lot of the time, most of the time, just blows my mind. Like we're talking about these really like important subjects, and like, you guys are like being very open and honest with me. And it just makes me feel good to know that like you feel comfortable enough with me that you can do that. It's awesome. And that I feel comfortable enough with you that I can do the same thing. And, when I first started filming my videos, it's kind of, well, even now, it's kind of like a solitary thing. I'm in here by myself talking to the camera. There's nobody else here with me that's like filming with me or editing with me. So that's kind of how I thought it was going to be. I just kind of be on my own doing this. And I don't feel on my own at all. I feel like I have this amazing group of people around me that are just wonderful and supportive, and it's so amazing. And like I said, I had no clue that it was going to be this amazing. I really didn't. And so there's a lot of times where it just kind of floors me. It really does, in the best way possible, that I have gained all these amazing friendships in my life that I would never have had if I hadn't started my YouTube channel. Oh, that is so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Question number 5 is, what do you like the most and the least about having a channel? Now, before I answer that, let's go into another shimmer. I think actually, I don't know what to do. I think I might go into this one here. This is called Bad Blood, this kind of light silver. I'm gonna put that towards the front because I think I really wanna use one of these in my inner corner. And I'm gonna start with what I like the least. I film on my phone. Oh, look how pretty that is. God, that's gorgeous. I film on my phone, and my phone and my laptop are not compatible. So like I can't just film a video and like instantly just suck it into my laptop. It doesn't work like that. So I have to use kind of a middleman. And what I use, it's called Dropbox. I think I said Dropbox. And it's just kind of a pain in the butt because my Wi-Fi here in my house is so slow. It is awful. I don't know what the deal is. We've actually had the cable company come out and look at it, and they're like, yeah, it's really slow. And they're like, the only way we can fix it is to like rip up the cabling that's in the street. And we're not going to do that. So I'm like, awesome. It's just awful. So like if I film a 20-minute video, say, and I go to upload that into Dropbox so that it goes from my phone to my laptop, it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. So let's say I film a video at night, right? And I get done filming at like 9 o'clock at night, and I, get my face all washed, get my jammies on, and I go to bed. I will start the upload process into Dropbox, and it will take until midnight, if not after, for me to have the video onto my laptop. Well, I'm not going to get up and edit at that point because I'm asleep, or I want to be asleep, but I have to kind of like keep checking it because like sometimes it'll stop uploading. It's just such a pain in the butt. So what I do now, what I've finally discovered, is that if I film and then wait until the next day when I get to work to upload that into Dropbox, it's fine because the Wi-Fi that I have at work is wonderful, and it takes like, 5 seconds for a 20-minute video to get uploaded. But, it's just such a dumb part of the process, and it just irritates me because it's so time consuming. And that's the only thing that I don't like about it. The thing that I love most about having my channel, I basically already answered that, is just the amazing friendships that I have, not only with my subscribers, but with my fellow creators. It's just been amazing. It just blows me away all the time to know that like, this is my life now, that I have all these wonderful people that I hope are in my life for the rest of my life. And also, when I started my Instagram account, I've gotten some, friends obviously from Instagram that have like come over to my channel and subscribed, and it's just wonderful. I love it. Question number 6 is, are you able to come up with video ideas pretty easily, or is that a challenging aspect of having a channel? And I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of both. I mean, I don't know that I've ever really come up with like my own unique video idea. I've gotten a lot of ideas from people that are already on YouTube, other creators. And anytime I do a video that I got from someone else's idea, I always credit them in my video. Like for instance, I did one not very long ago where I ranked my top 5 and bottom 5 ColourPop products, and Micah, Floating in Dreams, who is one of my absolute all-time favorite creators. I love that woman to death. She's so wonderful. Her channel is just my happy place. I love watching her. But that was her idea. You know, I got that idea from watching her channel. And, you know, of course, I said that when I was filming. So I think that's important. You know, if I'm going to take an idea from somebody else, I always want to give them credit for it, of course. This video, I guess I mean, I came up with the questions, but I don't think that this video idea, like, where are we now? I don't think that's like a unique idea. I think other people have probably done that before on their channels. So I don't know. But, you know, if I struggle with video ideas, I have friends, you know, I can ask them, hey, you know, what do you think I should do? Or, hey, let's do a collab. You know, that's always such a great way to have a video idea. They have a video, you have a video, and you're ready to rock and roll. I did go off camera and I put a little bit of concealer under my eyes so that I can do my lower lash line. And I'm going to start off with the waterline. This is the Milani, let's see, Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Fixed on Plum. And I'm going to put this in my waterline. And I'm also going to answer another question. Question number 7 is, how do you think you've grown as a creator during your time on YouTube? And I would say that I've gotten a lot more confident and a lot more comfortable. I still get nervous before I film. I used to spend like the first, I don't know, 10 minutes of my video just like feeling like I was going to puke. Now I just kind of feel like I'm going to puke before I get started filming, and then I'm fine. So yeah, I do feel like I've calmed down a little bit, gotten a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable. It's funny because when a subscriber finds one of my older videos and comments on it, like I'll see that comment and I'll think, oh, what video is that? I can't even really remember what I said. And I will sometimes watch a little bit of that and I'm like, oh, yikes. It's tough because when I first started, I was so nervous and just kind of like unsure of myself. I mean, I'd never done this before. I do feel like I'm more comfortable filming and just more confident sitting here and talking to the camera and like creating a video. I just feel like I've kind of like settled into that a little bit more than I did when I first started. And now let's see, for my lower lash line, let's go in with Raven first. I'll put that down over the entire lower lash line. The next question is, so far, what is the video that you've created that you love the most or that you're most proud of? And which one do you like the least? I'm going to start with which one I like the least. So I did a video, I don't know, I think it's like my second or third video, where I used 2 Cara Beauty palettes, right? And I made the dumbest comment. I was talking about like pushing the eyeshadow onto my lid and I said, push it like salt and pepper. And I heard that when I was editing and I thought it was kind of funny at the time, so I left it in the video, but I am like thoroughly embarrassed that that comment is out there in the world. My son was like, you said that? Like, not that there's anything wrong with Salt and Peppa. I mean, I listen to Salt and Peppa all the time, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that group. But for me to make that comment, that dorky comment, push it like Salt and Peppa, like, come on. I don't know. But you know, I say all kinds of dorky stuff on my channel, so why would I be surprised that I said something like that? And the video that I love the most or that I'm the most proud of is probably the one where I talked about my mom passing away. And that was not easy for me to film. I mean, I had to stop a couple times and like, you know, get myself together because I didn't want to cry while I was filming. But I am proud of myself that I was able to discuss it and bring some awareness to a topic that I don't think we talk about enough in this country, at least, which is dying and death and grief and healing. So I'm very proud that I was able to do that. And then also the video that I just did for my Sweet William challenge, where I talked about all the goofy, funny stuff that my mom would say and do. I love that. I'm really happy that I was able to do that. Any video where I'm talking to you guys about like my family, or I'm telling you guys like a personal story, I really am glad that I did those videos, and I'm proud of myself for being able to like kind of open up and talk about different life events with you guys. I don't know. That's just always something I really wanted to have on my channel, but I wasn't sure that I could do it. And I'm proud of myself that I've been able to, like, you know, get those videos out there. If you're going to ask me about a look that I'm most proud of, I would probably say the one that pops into my head is the one that I did with Tina H, our springtime collab. I really like that look. I thought that look turned out really nicely, and I think I did a good job like sticking to the color story for those tulips that I chose. That look in that video is probably my favorite look that I've done so far on my channel. Now I'm going to go into the shade here, this Grot Bag shade, or Groat Bags, and I'm going to put that towards the outer part of the lower lash line here, just kind of get that a little bit deeper. And then question number 9, we're almost to the last question, is do you think about long-term goals for your channel, or do you focus on the here and now? And I would say that I focus more on the here and now. How I look at it is, who knows how long I'm going to have my channel, you know? And I do think, honestly, that a lot of people that watch YouTube videos are very finicky and they're very picky. And, you know, tomorrow everybody might just all together decide, hey, I don't want to watch makeup videos anymore. And then what would I do? You know, I don't know that I would have any other interest that I would show on YouTube that anyone would give two hoots about besides doing my makeup. So, you know, who knows? You never know what's going to happen on this platform, because, you know, it may not last forever. I mean, it's been going strong for, you know, a long time, but I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. So I just don't really think about that kind of thing, I guess. I try to at least get a month's worth of videos planned at a time. Like I look at, okay, in the month of January, what do I want to film? In February and March, and you know, that sort of thing. But I don't think, okay, well, next year at this time, this is what I want to film. I mean, I have no idea what I'm going to want to film in a year. I just want to enjoy it right now. And I'm so enjoying this. I love it so much that, you know, I think if I started really thinking about the future and what could possibly happen, I think I might start kind of like spiraling into the, you know, what if this doesn't work? And what if this doesn't last? And I don't want to think about it like that. I just want to be positive and happy and joyful and passionate. And so, yeah, I just kind of, you know, get through each video and go on to the next one. And now I think I want to put a little bit of this shade, this Bad Blood shade, towards the front part of my lower lash line here. The very last question, question number 10, and I will be answering this as I do my inner corner, and then also I'm going to do a little brow bone highlight, is if you could sit down with your former pre-YouTube self, what advice would you give to yourself in regards to having a YouTube channel? And, oh boy, I think what I would say is get off your butt and get your channel started. Don't wait around. And the thing is, like I said, oh, I'm going to go into the shade here. It's called Witching Hour, this beautiful pink shimmer. And I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight because why not? It's gorgeous. I do think that I started my channel when I was supposed to start it. Yes, I do. And I'm so happy that I, you know, had Steph to, you know, mentor me and kind of help see me through. And look how freaking gorgeous that is. Sparkly and pink and just, I love it. But you know, as much as I love it now, I just wish that I had had it in my life longer, you know? And I mean, I can do this for hopefully a long time. I hope that's what I want. But you know, I could have been doing this for years by now. And that's what kind of bugs me, even though, you know, I'd only been really into makeup for about, well, now it's been about 4 years. I don't know that I really had like the experience to have a YouTube channel. I don't know that I have the experience now to have a YouTube channel, but I have one. I just wish that I had not been so afraid, you know, like I would just tell myself all kinds of really negative things like, you know, you're too old, you're not good enough, no one's going to watch you, you know, all this stuff. And it makes me kind of sad that I thought that way because it's not true. You know, no, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I will never be like Steph. I will never be as talented as she is. And that's okay. You know, we're just different in how we apply our makeup. But I do feel like I have a voice and a place on this platform. I mean, maybe I'm deluding myself, but I do feel very comfortable, you know, having a channel. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to like, you know, crack out with some, you know, cut crease, fancy wing, oh yeah, let's go girl type of look. I mean, maybe someday, but not right now. And, but that's not all that my channel is about to me, is like the makeup looks. Now I'm going to go into the shade here called Evil. I'm going to put that on my brow bone under my brow, just a little bit of that. I always say that and then I end up going crazy. But a lot of what this channel is about for me, oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh, is just sharing my passion for makeup. You know, that's the bottom line. I just want to share with you guys how much I love makeup, especially eyeshadow palettes. I mean, my God, you guys, if you saw my palette collection declutter videos, you know, I'm in love with eyeshadows. And I don't have any bones about saying it. I just would like to sit myself down and say, relax, calm down, and go for it. You know, that's the main thing that I would advise anyone, my former YouTube self or you or anyone else that wants to start a YouTube channel, is do it. You know, you only live once and you don't want to have like a bunch of regret hanging over your head. So I'm telling you, if you want to start a YouTube channel and you've got that negative voice in your head, tell it to shut up and just go for it. And I am going to go back into Raven just a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of tone that down because, of course, I went crazy with the Brow Bone Highlight shade. I'll stop singing before my phone splits into 1,000 pieces. And I just think this eyeshadow palette is gorgeous. I love it. It's so beautiful and so like cool toned and like vampy, and well, I love it. Lisa killed it with this color story. And the formula, the quality is just amazing. I love it. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm pretty much done with my eye look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to put the rest of my face makeup on, and I'll come back and finish this baby up. So don't go anywhere. I'm back. This is the finished look. I love how this look turned out. And you know what? I am so glad that I broke my no-buy and got this palette. I don't have any shame, any guilt, any remorse. I love this palette so much. This is the Raven's Castle palette from Makeup by Lisa. And this is such a gorgeous palette. I love the quality and the formula of the mattes and the shimmers. This shimmer right here called Goths, I think is my favorite shade in the palette, but this was really nice to use this shade called Witching Hour as my inner corner shade. And this shade right here called Evil, when I put that under my brow, bam, pop, boom, wow. I was just like, oh, okay. This shade here is gorgeous. This silver shimmer, kind of taupey silver called Bad Blood. It's gorgeous. This one here called Grot Bags or Groat Bags. I cannot remember how to pronounce that. I asked Steph like 5 times and she told me. She was very patient with me. Beautiful black matte. I loved it. And then this shade here called Raven, the taupey matte. Now, I do want to use this shade, and this shade. I will use this palette again multiple times, and who knows, maybe I'll use it again on my channel. But yeah, gorgeous, beautiful, and I cannot wait to see what Steph does with this palette. Like I said, she did create a look with this palette before, but I can't wait to see what she does with it this time because I know it's going to be equally as beautiful, if not more so, than the last look that she did with this palette. I'm going to go over a few other things that I used in my finished look quickly before I wrap this video up. For my mascara, I used this little tube of Fenty Beauty mascara. Now, Dion Loves Makeup, my dear friend, my soul sister, my cookie, she sent me this, and it is gorgeous. It's called Miss Merlot, and it's this kind of wineish purple shade of mascara, and I love colored mascaras. I used to use colored mascaras all the time when I was like in high school and college, and she sent this to me. She surprised me with this, and it's gorgeous. It really does such a good job of like lengthening and thickening your lashes, and you can really see the shade. I mean, you can't see it in my camera, of course, because it's my phone, but it's gorgeous and I love it. She also sent me a bronzer from Colored Rain. This is in the shade Charming Chai, and look how pretty that shade is. I love it. Very nice warm tone bronzer. I think it looks gorgeous on my skin, and I love the formula. Dion, thank you so much. And then for my eyeliner on my upper lid, I used the Ciate London Fierce Flicks in black. I have shown you guys that 1,000 times. You're like, please do not pick that eyeliner up and show it to us again. I just love how it looks, so I used it today. And then for my lips, I used this. This is the Ofra Flexi Stick Liquid Lipstick in the shade Velour. Not Your Basic Steph, my Steffi, my girl, my partner, my bestie, my mentor, my soul sister. She sent this to me, and I figured, you know what? If you're going to do a collab with her, you might as well use the lipstick that she sent you too. So yeah, I use this. And I thought it would just look nice with the eye look, and it's a really nice formula, very comfortable on the lips. I love it. I always enjoy collabing with Steph, and I wouldn't be doing any collabs or any video really if it hadn't been for her. I really credit her with helping me start my channel. I don't know that I would have been able to do this. I mean, yeah, maybe I might have, but it would have taken me way longer than it ended up taking me. I mean, it already took me long enough. but she really gave me the push and the confidence that I needed to start my channel. So I wouldn't be doing a Where Are We Now video almost a year later after starting my channel if she had never come into my life. And I always want to express my love and gratitude for her. I hope she always knows how much I care about her, how special she is to me. And she's always going to have a big, huge place in my heart. She is my family. She is my sister. And I look forward to the day where I can actually meet her face to face, wrap my arms around her, look her right in the eye, and say, I love you, sis. Man, this menopause stuff is killing me emotionally. You look at me wrong, I'm going to start bawling. But truly, I love Steph so much. She is so important to me, and I just don't know how to thank her enough for everything that she's done for me. And I'm going to have her channel and her video linked in my description box. If you guys have not subscribed to Steph's channel yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but please go to her channel, subscribe, and binge watch her videos. Get ready. She is going to blow your socks off. She is so talented, so incredible, so beautiful. I mean, I just love watching all of her videos. And I hope you guys really enjoyed listening to my answers to the 10 questions that I came up with for the Where Are We Now idea. And I cannot wait to hear what Steph's answers are too. I wonder if ours are similar or different. It's just interesting to hear about each person's journey so far throughout their YouTube channel, YouTube life. It's just really fun to kind of just know what each person thinks and things that they've been through. And I can't wait to watch Steph's video. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy day or evening to sit down and watch my video. It always means the world to me. If you have subscribed or you would like to subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're aware of all of my future uploads. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video, but in the meantime, please take care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I cannot wait to see you guys again very soon. Thanks again, you guys. Take care. Bye.